section is played by Mrs. John F. and other council members. Professor Alizaga, Barrister Labaram Magaji, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Education, Nasarawa State, Professor of Accounting, Professor A.S. Arua, Professor Nasarawa and Vice Chancellors of the National Open University, Inham University, and then Federal University Latvia, Federal University Lokoja, I'm not being selfish, Federal University Lapai, the State University Lapai, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Vice Chancellor of Nigerian Kilometer University, we have the Vice Chancellor of Nigerian Army University, Professor Olu Jegede, Pioneer Vice Chancellor of the National Open University of Nigeria, and other council members include Anu Changu, Commissioner of Education, the Pro-Chancellor, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Keffi. We have His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Agbadu Akabe. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me hand over the microphone as I invite the University Registrar to take charge of the convocation activities proper. Before he takes over, I will take the national anthem and Unsu anthem. Can we remain standing? For those that are seated, let's rise. Remain standing for the university anthem, please. Education and Protocol Officer of the University, Mr. Ibrahim Eko, please.
Thank you very much. Shall we please sit down? Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Nasarawa State University Convocation Arena for the 6th combined convocation, which is taking place today, the 29th of March 2022. Very important dignitaries of graduates. We have today in this arena the visitor and Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Isile, ably represented by his deputy, Dr. Emmanuel Akabi. He is here seated as visitor today. You're welcome, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, as part of the chain of command in the university, we have the Pro-Chancellor and the Chancellor of the university. Today we have the Chancellor of the university here seated. He is His Royal Highness Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, the Chancellor of the Nasarawa State University. Please round of applause for him. The Pro-Chancellor is unavoidably absent. He is here today represented by another council member who is seated today as chair. We have Honorable Dr. Shaibu Hashimu, who is sitting today as acting chair, and other council members also here seated. You are welcome to the 6th combined convocation of the Nasarawa State University, Keffi. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our dear graduates, we have the Vice Chancellor and the Principal of this university. He is here seated with other principal officers, deans, and directors. Permit me, Your Excellency, to introduce to this gathering our able Vice Chancellor, a very dogged fighter and a comrade par excellence, Professor Suleiman Bala Mohammed. Please a round of applause for the presence of our unable Vice Chancellor. Your Excellency, our Vice Chancellor has other 2 deputies. We have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor H.K. Ayuba. We also have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Saadatu Hassan Liman. We have the Registrar and Chief Scribe of the University, Malam Balaya Ahmed II. We also have the University Librarian, Dr. Aliu Abdul Kadri. And in that order, we also have the Acting Bossa, Malam Mutala Abubakar Kana. As I mentioned earlier, Your Excellencies, there are deans of our various faculties here seated. The Dean Faculty of Administration, the Dean Faculty of Agri, the Dean Faculty of Arts, the Dean Faculty of Education, the Dean Faculty of Environmental Science, and the Dean Faculty of Law, the Dean Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, then the Dean Social Sciences. We have other professors of this university who are members of Senate. They are Senate members. We have in particular the Chairman, Committee of Deans and Directors, Professor Jonathan Ayuba, and other Deans and Directors seated at that angle. Your Excellencies, this is a necessary university ritual, and as such, in partnership for the progress of this program, there are other visiting Vice Chancellors from various universities here to grace this occasion. Let me especially appreciate their presence and recognize them seated accordingly. Your Excellency, there are local government chairmen here present. We have members of the State Executive Council. We have special advisors, special assistants, senior special assistants, assistants and personal assistants to His Excellency. And other high-profile dignitaries who had invitations via the Office of the Vice Chancellor, especially sister organizations like JAM, NIMET, NESRA, and other diplomatic agencies who are here and are partnering with the Nasarawa State University. Your Excellency, this is a graduation ceremony. As such, there are parents and guardians as well seated here in honor and respect of their wards who have successfully graduated from this great citadel of learning. It is on this note, with very high respect and regard for this occasion, I invite the anchor of this program, who is the registrar and chief clerk of this university, Malam Balaya Ahmed II, for convocation proceedings. Mr. Registrar, sir.
Thank you, the IPO. Your Excellency, the City Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabi. The Chancellor of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, who doubles as the area of Keffi, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chimdia Musa II, the third, a council member, the Vice Chancellor of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, our very dear comrade Vice Chancellor, Professor Suleiman Bala Muhammad, the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Hajia Fatih Jimedi Sabo, members of the Governing Council of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, visiting their Royal Highnesses, Emirs and Chiefs, here present, visiting Vice Chancellors, distinguished invited guests, our graduating students and parents, our distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today marks the 6th combined convocation ceremony of Nasarawa State University, Keffi. Your Excellency, permit me to commence the process of declaring the 6th convocation ceremony of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, open. The Nasarawa State University Act empowers the university to award degrees and other distinctions as well as award prizes and other titles. May I therefore respectfully invite the Chancellor to constitute this assembly as convocation of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, for the award of bachelor degrees and to declare the convocation open. The Chancellor, sir.
Your Excellency, sir, my Vice Chancellor, by the authority vested on me as the Chancellor of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, I declare the convocation open.
Your Excellency, I have the honor and privilege to once again call upon the Chancellor to present the visitor to this convocation. The Chancellor, sir.
Your Excellency, the representative of the Executive Governor and the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Pro-Chancellor, Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, I hereby present to the convocation the visitor of this University, Nasarawa State University, Keffi, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, heavily represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State.
I now have the honor and privilege to call upon the Chancellor to address the convocation. The Chancellor, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Al-Haji Sule, heavily represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabi, other visiting executive governors and their representatives, distinguished royal fathers, my dear Pro-Chancellor, members of the Governing Council, visiting Pro-Chancellors, other principal officers of the university, visiting Vice-Chancellors and their representatives, former Vice-Chancellors present, my Lord, spiritual, temporal, Dean and Directors, members of the Senate, members of the congregation, other members of staff, dear graduating students, parents and guardians, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished visitor, it is a pleasure to welcome you here to witness this historic ceremony. Today's ceremony will have taken place last year, which will have marked the 20th anniversary celebration of the Nasarawa State University, Keffi, which came into existence in 2001 and located in this historic city of Keffi. Nevertheless, we thank Almighty Allah for having us, especially those who witnessed the beginning 20 years ago, to participate at today's occasion. The Founders' Day was celebrated on Tuesday, alongside the presentation of a book on the growth and development of Nasarawa State University. On this occasion, I would like to crave your indulgence to mention a few relevant remarks. First and foremost, I am sure that I am speaking the mind of all of us here when I say that on an occasion like this, special tribute should be paid to the founding fathers. Our gratitude goes to distinguished Senator, His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Adamu Turakin Keffi, the current chairman of the national ruling party, and our own former governor, for his vision and pioneering contributions towards establishing in 2001 Nasarawa State University, Keffi, and for playing a key role in nurturing it to its present state. I also wish to pay tribute to the members of the Implementation Committee on setting up of the university, These include Professor Ochafe Onazi, who chaired the committee, Professor Adawu Beki, Professor L. Bashir, Professor D.I. Denga, Professor Ayo Adewale, Professor E. Ikocha, and Professor Abdul Hamid Abubakar, Dr. Mrs. F.E. Ukeji, which she is presently also a professor, Senator Dr. Alex Adri, and late Abubakar Saba, who served as the secretary. I equally thank Professor Emeritus Oluboniro Jagede of the National Open University of Nigeria for the thought-provoking paper he presented at the occasion of the Convocation lecture which took place on Tuesday. Distinguished guests, today the university is conferring honor upon some of the eminent Nigerians who have distinguished themselves in various spheres of human endeavor and are considered to be deserving of honor. That we are going to do it tomorrow, inshallah. And these people include His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Tanko Almakura, our immediate partner, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the President of Dangote Group of Companies, Mele Malan Kari, the Group Managing Director of NNPC, Chief Peter Luka Okocha, the Chief Executive Officer of Okocha, Nigeria Limited, Alhaji Aliyu Balarabe and Abubakar Malami San, the Present and current Minister for Justice of the Federation of Nigeria. Our special guest of honor, we welcome you to the university. We thank you for honoring our invitation and we congratulate you on your meritorious achievement. The university was established under and has continued to grow and receive very good reviews. For this, we extend appreciation for the constant support of our state government and the successive governors who are visitors to the university. My special recognition and appreciation also goes to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule. We are indebted to the members of the State House of Assembly, Ministry of Education, officers of the Accountant General of the state, and all other members of the State Executive Council who have been partners since day one, working closely with us to ensure that we are providing and facilitating the highest level of teaching and learning practices. I commend the University Council for the effort exhibited in steering and managing the affairs of the university in the face of increasing financial challenges. We extend appreciation for the good and harmonious governance practice by the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, and the management of the university. Distinguished participants and invited guests, it should be noted that collaboration between universities and ministries and departments and agencies of government contribute strongly to academic progress, advancement of research frontiers, mutual contributions strongly to academic progress, advancement of research and frontiers, and understanding as well as national development that drive the economy of the nation. I acknowledge TechFund for its tireless effort in supporting our SARS through granting of research awards as well as training. I also appreciate all other agencies that are supporting the university in one way or the other, notably the National Universities Commission, among others. The university has made steady progress as a result of support received from various agencies and friends of the university. This charter of country of tributes will be incomplete without formally paying tribute to the dedicated staffs and students who from generation to generation have labored diligently to make this university a symbol of hope, of scholarship in Nigeria and the world of learning at large. I will therefore like to thank the academic staff for doing a tremendous job of teaching and supervising students, despite other challenges that the university might be facing. I will also like to applaud the students of Nasarawa State University for sustaining a very high degree of discipline, hard work, and commitment. The honorary graduates, upon award of your degrees, which is coming tomorrow, you become members of this university, Convocation, and alumni. You should continue to show interest in the progress of the university, just as the university must follow your progress in life. The formal link between you and the university is provided for through the Convocation. Therefore, do not forget your root. I urge you to use this link and make it strong. The university, nevertheless, is aware of human challenges to growth. Furthermore, there is no gainsaying the fact that adequate funding is vital to having quality education that will produce highly skilled human capital required for the building of a developed nation. The university therefore needs a lot of government support for its budgetary requirements. At this juncture, I would like to remind the government of our major problem, which is augmentation of salaries. The visitor is kindly entreated to address the pending issue of taking over of full salary payment of the university in line with the model agreed to by the university and the high-powered committee set up by His Excellency. Also, to approve our request for the take-off grant for the 2 new programs, i.e. the School of Health Science and the Faculty of Engineering. The problem of land compensation has adversely affected the expansion of the university. I am hereby calling on the governor to tackle this issue once and for all so that the university can favorably develop its remaining land, as the land occupied now is congested and there is serious need for expansion. Once more, congratulations to all our students who have graduated these past few days, and also to our honorary graduates. I wish all of you continued success. Finally, it is my pleasure to welcome all invited guests to Keffi, the home of peace, which is environmentally friendly to staff and students of the university, and all other visitors that are either living in Keffi or just on a short visit. I would like to thank the people of Keffi for providing the enabling peaceful environment for the university and its community to strive and grow. Our visitor, Your Royal Highnesses, all invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the stage is now fully set. I take the greatest pleasure to now declare open the congregation. It's been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to present my perspective before you all. Thank you and remain blessed. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor, for your address. Your Excellency, I now have the honor and privilege to call upon the Pro-Chancellor to address the convocation. The Pro-Chancellor, sir.
Your Excellency, the visitor to Nasarawa State University, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe, the Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, and Emir of Keffi, Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, the Vice Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, Professor Suleiman Bala Mohammed, members of Council, members of Senate, visiting Vice Chancellors, distinguished royal fathers that are here present, honorary graduates, and the graduates that are being awarded their degrees today, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am highly honored and privileged to stand before you to deliver the address of the indefatigable and highly respected Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of Nasarawa State University, Professor Adamu Beki, who, based on health advice, is unable to be present with us physically at these convocation ceremonies. It may interest you to know that notwithstanding his health challenge, it was a pleasant surprise and a mark of the Pro-Chancellor's commitment and dedication to Nasarawa State University, Keffi, and education in general, that he presided over the pre-convocation council meeting we held, the extraordinary council meeting held last Monday, where he presided and participated with us from the beginning to the end. As usual, he provided the leadership and guidance on the agenda of the meeting. Over the years, we have come to appreciate the wisdom and reasons for the decision of the first visitor to the university, His Excellency Senator Dr. Abdullahi Adamu, and his successors, who have retained the services of this selfless and erudite scholar in the service of the university. We pray to Almighty God to give him good health and as he continues to age gracefully. I now proceed to read his address, which he wrote himself and forwarded for a council member to present at this occasion. It reads as follows. I feel highly honored and privileged to address this honorable and distinguished congregation on the occasion of the 6th Combined Convocation of the Nasarawa State University. Before going any further, I wish to express my profound apologies to our honored guests, particularly to His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and His Excellency, the visitor of this university, and Governor of Nasarawa State, for my unavoidable absence from this convocation. My indisposition is not a life-threatening one, but the measures taken are precautionary in nature in order to nip the problems on the bud before it gets out of hand. I'm exceedingly gratified and pleasurably excited that we are being honored by the distinguished presence of the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osunbajo, SAN, GCON, to these ceremonies. We are quite familiar and very well informed about the commitment and qualitative dispositions of the Vice President in his well-informed expositions on national and international issues. He is an erudite scholar of an unusual candor. He is a professor of law who has distinguished himself as a teacher, researcher, and an advocate. It is always a pleasure to listen to him speak, sometimes without notes, display a high level of knowledge appropriately spiced with a high standard of reasoning that defies questioning. Your Excellency, to many of us assembled here today, it is the first time we are the Vice President when he will be here tomorrow. And we believe that the air of camaraderie that we will bring along with you will have a lasting effect in the atmosphere of this university. Your Excellency, sir, precisely 20 years ago, a mustard seed was planted in the hallowed environment of this vicinity. Apparently, the planting of the mustard seed was not very much welcome in some quarters on grounds that were related to the fertility of the soil and the unnecessary effort to build a mountain out of a molehill. To some skeptics, mustard is available in every part of the country, and there was therefore no need to cultivate mustard where it could easily be obtained in other places. But the farmer persisted in his determination to create an orchard in which the small mustard seed will grow and multiply. Your Excellency, sir, Nasarawa State University is the product of that mustard seed, and the farmer who planted, watered, and nurtured the mustard seed to fruition is none other than Senator Dr. Abdullah Adamu Keffi. This convocation ceremony is ushering many more occasions that will mark the coming of age of Nasarawa State University. Your Excellency, I wish it to be noted that at the time the concept of university in Nasarawa State was conceived, the distance between Abuja and Jos and Abuja and Makurdi was barren of any institution of higher learning. The establishment of the university was therefore a welcome relief to parents who would otherwise must have had difficulties in placing their children in higher institutions. In the formative years of the university, the National Universities Commission proclaimed the young university as the best state-owned university in the country. Today, the university occupies a preeminent position as among the well-respected and acclaimed universities in Nigeria. We are therefore very proud to welcome you in particular and other dignitaries to these ceremonies, which is an epoch-making occasion in the history of the university. During this period, the university has been served by 5 vice-chancellors, including one in an acting capacity. and 4 governors who were also visitors to the university, and 2 chancellors. I wish to state unequivocally that all the visitors to the university have paid adequate attention to the development of the institution. I wish to place it on record that the current governor and visitor to the university, His Excellency Engineer Abdullah Yesude, has demonstrated strong commitment and determination to take Nasarawa State University Keffi to the next level. We are indeed grateful. The university has enjoyed maximum cooperation from all functionaries and the generality of the people of Nasarawa State. We are grateful to them all and wish them God's blessings and protection in all their endeavors. Your Excellency, the education scene is bursting at the seams, both in terms of those struggling to be educated at all levels and those passing out of institutions. There appears to be an apparent casualness in tackling the problems arising from the situation mentioned above. Added to this is the problem of out-of-school children in the country. Your Excellency, steps must be taken to mitigate the adverse effects of the situation before we are plunged into the abyss of obsolescence. It is my view that all states should be enjoined to organize education conferences at which the problem of education developing the state should be discussed objectively and suggested solutions be collected for implementation. In a similar vein, the federal government should also organize a full-fledged conference. If my memory serves me right, the major conference on education held in the country was in 1969, and the national policy on education was enacted in 1977. Surely, sir, we cannot afford to be oblivious of the current state of education in our country at all levels. If I may use a word that is in common usage in Nasarawa State University, I will conclude by saying education needs a repositioning, quote unquote, in Nigeria. Finally, Your Excellency, it is about time that we ask the question as to whether the federal government and to some extent the state government must be seen to own university in the country. My opinion, sir, is that the administration and ownership of tertiary institutions need to wear a new look. I have no clue as to what the new look will be, but we must make an attempt to reverse a system of administration and ownership that has continuously plunged tertiary institutions into interminable crises. Your Excellency, our very distinguished guests and friends of the university, I wish to thank you all for being present at these ceremonies and for establishing a friendship with the university. To the honorary graduates and graduating students, I say congratulations for your successes and for being part of this great community of Nasarawa State University. Thank you very much for your patience in listening. Adamu Beki, CON, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Nasarawa State University.
Thank you very much, the Pro-Chancellor, for that beautiful address. Your Excellency, I have the honor and privilege to call upon the Vice Chancellor to address the convocation. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Esule, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Plateau State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabi. The Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Emmanuel Akabi, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Nasarawa State, the Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, Dr. Shehu Chidoya Musa III, the Pro-Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, Professor Adamu Beki, ably represented by Honorable Dr. Hachimu,
Sorry, I'll take a shot at you. Sorry.
Members of the Governing Council, Royal Highnesses present here today, visiting Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors, members of Senate, our graduating students and their parents, security agents, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have the singular honor and privilege to sincerely welcome our distinguished guests and critical stakeholders of the university to the 6th Combined Convocation Ceremony of the Nasarawa State University, Keffi. In particular, we are highly delighted to have His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Esule, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, His Excellency, Dr. Emmanuel A. Akabi. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a humbling experience for me to host the 6th Combined Convocation Ceremony in my capacity as the 5th substantive Vice Chancellor of this university since its establishment in 2001. I thank Almighty God for the privilege and sincerely express my deepest appreciation to you all for honoring us with your presence. Commemoration of the 20th anniversary of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, 2001 to 2021. The 6th Combined Convocation marks a significant milestone in the history of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, because it coincides with the institution's 20th anniversary. As you probably know, the idea of establishing this university was conceived and executed under the visionary and dynamic administration of His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Adamu Turakin Keffi, the first democratically elected governor of Nasarawa State, who also became the first visitor to the university. Through his efforts, Nasarawa State University was established under the Nasarawa State Law No. 2 of 2001 as passed by the State House of Assembly. The aim of establishing the university was fundamentally to provide an avenue for the indigenes of Nasarawa State to pursue and acquire university education, which in the long run will prepare the graduates and equip them with adequate skills needed for the development of the state and the country at large. On this occasion of our 20th anniversary, we wish to show our profound appreciation and gratitude to the founding father of this university, His Excellency Senator Dr. Abdullahi Adamu, CON, for conceiving the idea of this university at a time many thought would not be possible. Over the past 20 years, our visitors to the university and stakeholders have consolidated on that initial vision by toiling and making tremendous sacrifices to the growth and development of Nasarawa State University. We thank you for driving the university from its humble beginning to an institution to be reckoned with, not only in Nigeria, but at the global level. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we make bold to say that even though Nasarawa State is a state university, it is more diverse and cosmopolitan in outlook than many federal universities. To commemorate the 20th anniversary of the university, we have put together a book entitled The Growth and Development of Nasarawa State University, Keffi. The 15th chapter book chronicles the various aspects such as historical development, physical development, academic development, ICT and library development, research and innovation, amongst others. It is a must read for all of you. It has been formally presented 2 days ago, and I therefore recommend the book to all present here. Copies can be gotten from our ushers, the University Consultancy Services Office, or directly from the INSU Press. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to share some excerpts from the book. 1. Inaugural Senate Meeting and Academic Development. The inaugural meeting of Senate, which held on 18 December 2002, considered and ratified 25 undergraduate programs spread over 11 departments and 3 faculties. Today, the university has 68 undergraduate and over 300 postgraduate Senate-approved programs spread over 50 departments, 8 faculties, and a School of Postgraduate Studies. Out of the 68 undergraduate programs, 49 have full accreditation status, 10 interim status, 6 have undergone resource verification by National Universities Commission, and 3 are awaiting resource verification. None of our undergraduate program has any denied accreditation status. Our undergraduate graduation rate has increased over the years from 310 graduates in 2004-2005 academic session to 4,167 in the 2018-2019 academic session. This attests to the commitment, dedication, and selfless service of members of Senate and the entire university community. Centers, directorates, and institutes. The National State University has also 22 Senate-approved directorates, centers, and institutes, comprising 6 directorates, 11 centers, and 5 institutes. These centers, directorates, and institutes have strong partnership and collaborations with organizations within and outside the country. Research, innovation, and development. Staff of the university have over the years engaged in researches, publications, and other forms of scholarship in all fields of learning and human endeavors. Over the 20 years of our existence, the university has built a research, innovation, and development culture, all thanks to the thriving research and innovation spirit of our academic staff and students at various levels. Quality research activities were carried out in various areas of disciplines through various platforms. Today we have a Directorate of Research, Innovation and Enterprise that drives research activities of the university. A total of 5 consortium of researchers in the university have benefited from the coveted and highly competitive National Research Fund grant offered by TED Fund, while 89 have benefited from various TED Fund research projects. The National State University also started annual research fair in 2014, and this innovation is being sustained and is also copied by other universities across the country. Library and ICT development. The library has grown from an analog library to a digital library today with state-of-art facilities. From a paltry 2,059 books volume in 2002, the university now boasts of 63,370 books, 10,462 journals, 8,427 periodicals, 37,166 newspapers issued in 2021. The library subscribes to several electronic databases, Science Direct, Justo, InstaHost, Ligopedia, etc. The university also has a 21st century ICT center that can seat over 1,000 students. The ICT center provides essential services with relative ease because of its carrying capacity and functionality. In fact, the ICT center has just been commissioned by the Executive Secretary of TEDFOR, Physical Development. The university in 2001 acquired the land belonging to the then College of Arts, Science and Technology CAST, Keffi, and the Bianco campus. Today, the university has 4 campuses with the Faculty of Agriculture in Lafia and the proposed Faculty of Engineering in Kuti. The university has also started physical development in Cross 3, where the proposed College of Medicine and Health Sciences will be located. The existing campus at inception consisted of assorted facilities in Bianco and main campus. However, today National State University has witnessed tremendous development in physical infrastructure and facilities. A befitting Senate building has been under construction and will soon be handed over to the university. Special thanks to TEDFOR. I would also want to add that the phase 1 of our medical college building is also going on, and we are optimistic that in the coming months it's going to be handed over to us. The state government and public-spirited organizations and individuals for assisting the physical development of the university. I want to pay special tribute to Otonia San, CEO of Bar and Bench Publishers, for entering into build, operate and transfer agreement with us for the construction of printing press, in fact the first in Nasarawa State. That printing press was also commissioned today by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor. Human capital development. From a total of 291 staff, comprising 82 academics, 60 senior non-teaching, and 149 junior staff in 2001, the university now has over 1,484 staff, comprising 672 academics, 481 senior non-teaching, and 331 junior staff. All these staff have been trained one way or the other by the university. It is also gladdening to intimate Your Excellencies that the National State University has recently produced administrators for federal and other tertiary institutions in Nigeria. We have produced Professor Olaimi Akiwumi, our immediate past Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, and now Vice Chancellor, Federal University Lokoja, the Bossa, Federal University Lokoja, the Registrar, Librarian of the State Polytechnic, the Isa Mustafa Agwe Polytechnic in Lafia, and the Registrar College of Agri Lafia, amongst others. We also have Professor Fodio, who is the Vice Chancellor of Annan University in Plateau State. Of course, not also to forget our amiable Vice Chancellor in the Federal University Lafia. All these personnel are doing us proud in their respective places of assignment. Public and inaugural lectures. Over the past 20 years of our existence, the university has had a total of 5 public lectures and 28 inaugural lectures respectively, presented by distinguished Nigerians and professors of the university. Linkages and international cooperation. The National State University has over the years established robust linkage with several organizations within and outside the country. Today we have functional MOUs with over 30 institutions locally and internationally, including Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, Nigerian Hydrological Services Agencies, NISA, National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, International Institute for Tropical Agriculture, Lincoln University, University of Rwanda, some universities in Poland, Europe, Asia, and the United States of America, where our staff and students are studying. The university also today boasts of the following: First Center of Medical Geology Research in the world, in collaboration with Jose Centeno of Poland. First Institute of European Studies in Africa, in collaboration with the Institute of European Studies, Diagnonia in Poland. First University of Climate Change Action first Center of Climate Change Action in Africa, in collaboration with the United Nations Environmental Program, which is regional headquarters in Kenya, leading to the establishment of the first climate entrepreneurship curriculum in any Nigerian university. The first Nigerian university to be given the copyright to the books Fundamental of Criminal Psychology, among other books, by Professor Bruno Holst in English language. This was presented to the public in Sheraton Hotel some months back. Staff and students' welfare. The university places high premium on staff and students' welfare. Entitlements of staff are accorded great priority. Relevant equipment and facilities are provided for staff within available funds to aid productivity. Similarly, outstanding staff and students are appreciated through various means. Staff receive their earned allowances from the university under reasonable circumstances. We recognize the challenges faced by students, which include limited hostel on campus and none in Latvia, epileptic supply of electricity, security threats by those residing off campus, inadequate transportation, amongst others. Management tries to hold periodic meetings with the student union government, security outfits, and several organizations to find solutions to these challenges. We have met severally with the police, Civil Defense Corps, FRSC, and other private security outfits on matters of security. Our internal security operatives work with the police to stem all forms of antisocial activities on campus and in the private hostels off campus. In spite of these modest achievements, the gap analysis of my administration's action plan revealed that there are still grounds for us to cover and needs that are yet to be met, especially with increasing need for access to quality education by Nasarawa State indigenous and Nigerians. We can do better with increased funding, particularly for us to reach the 21st century and world-class university standard in the world, as the standard we have set for ourselves. We are yet to get to the promised land, so we use this medium to solicit the support of federal government, state government, international organizations, and public-spirited individuals to help us in the actualization of our strategic blueprint. To this end, tomorrow at the postgraduate convocation and the award of honorary degrees, we are also launching an endowment fund so that we can generate funds for the university and use that for infrastructural development. The 6th combined convocation and presentation of prizes and award of degrees. The program of events for the 6th combined convocation started on the 25th March, covering prayers, sports, presentation of book on the growth and development of the university, commemoration of First Founders Day, commission of projects, award of undergraduate students, and presentation of convocation lecture by distinguished Nigerian scholar of national and international repute, Professor Oluwemero Jegede. On behalf of the university, I want to express our profound appreciation to Professor Olu Jegede for the excellent convocation lectures that he delivered yesterday. We deeply appreciate that, and of course, Professor Jegede is a key stakeholder of the Nasarawa State University project, and we're going to remain grateful for the contributions that you have made towards the growth and development of this university. Not just as a convocation lecturer, but also the quality work you did in the repositioning committee of the university. Sir, we are very grateful and appreciative of your work. It has been a banquet of colorful events and activities. For the undergraduate program, a total of 24,129 graduates were found worthy in both character and learning to be awarded first degree in various disciplines for which they were trained in 2016/17, 2017/18, 2018/19, and 2019/2020 academic sessions. Out of this number, a total of 130 graduated with first-class degrees. 5,014 had second-class upper. 15,749 had third class. second class lower. 2,926 had third class, while 81 had pass degree. Today, we have the privilege to witness the award of degrees to postgraduate students, that will be tomorrow, who have distinguished themselves in both character and learning. A total of 10,034 will be awarded doctorate, academic masters, professional masters, and postgraduate diploma degrees for the 4 academic sessions that are earlier on enumerated. The breakdown shows that 611 completed their doctoral program, 3,215 completed academic masters, 3,432 completed professional masters, 2,776 completed postgraduate programs. I congratulate all on behalf of the visitor, council, principal officers, senate, staff, and all stakeholders of the university. To demonstrate our commitment to efficient and effective service delivery to our students, I stand here to inform all our graduates that your certificates have been processed and they are ready for collection starting from Friday after our convocation tomorrow. Presentation of honorary degrees to distinguished Nigerians and endowment program. Included in tomorrow's ceremony are 2 programs. First is the endowment program, to be followed by conferment of honorary degrees to 6 Nigerians that have distinguished themselves in various fields of endeavors. These are Alhaji Aliko Dangote, CEO, Dangote Group of Companies; Senator Tanko Umaru Makura, former Executive Governor of Nasarawa State and now distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria; Malam Mele Kyari, Group Managing Director, NNPC; Chief Peter Eloka Okocha, the CEO of Okocha Companies; and Alhaji Aliu Balarabe Ekano, an Abuja-based businessman. And then Abubakar Malami San, Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice. Major challenges of the university. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to highlight a few perennial challenges of the university and to solicit for support from all of you present here today. These include, but not limited to, the following. I think our major challenge is clearly the question of funding. The question of funding has limited our ability to address staff claims and allowances, including N allowance, including pension and gratuity to retired staff, including severance allowance for principal officers of the university. As we speak, all unions on campus, ASU, NASU, TANU, NAT, under the platform of JAC, have threatened to go on strike if their allowances are not being paid. The second challenge is limited hostel accommodation for our students in all campuses. In fact, in our Lafayette campus, there is no one single hostel in that campus. Inadequate vehicles, buses for use by students during field trips, inadequate ICT infrastructure and low internet interconnectivity, inadequate teaching and learning facilities in terms of laboratories, lecture theaters, interactive learning aids and studios, inadequate offices for staff, especially professors, unpaved road networks on our campuses, porous nature of the campuses, and the urgent need to president, compensation of land and constructing permanent site located. Your support individually and collectively in addressing these challenges should go a long way in helping us to increase access to quality education for our students and improve the learning environment for members of the university community. Appreciation. All the above achievements could not have happened without the immense contributions of people whose names are too numerous to mention. On this occasion of the 6th combined convocation, we would like to pay special tributes to the following. 1. The pioneer visitor, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Abdullahi Adamu, Turakin Keffi, First Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, founder and first visitor of Nasarawa State University. Past and present visitors, State House of Assembly for enacting law establishing the university, past and present chancellors, past and present pro-chancellors, past and present vice-chancellors and management, past and present Senate members, all stakeholders of the university, including NUC, TED Fund, JAM, Central Bank, etc. In fact, we reiterated our appreciation to NUC and TED Fund today during the commissioning of the project, because for us, TED Fund has done excellently well for this university. If you go around, most of the buildings, the facilities we have there are TED Fund donated. So we want to also reiterate our appreciation to TED Fund, our appreciation to NUC, not just in terms of ensuring quality of the programs, but also the support, the funding support we are getting from TED Fund, we are getting from NUC through the needs assessment. We also appreciate Central Bank for giving us a befitting postgraduate school. The steering and implementation committees for the establishment of the university community, and the general public. In a special way, we are grateful to the visitors for the support received directly and indirectly since inception from the state government. We thank various donors who have made funds available for academic, research, infrastructural, and community development. We cannot rest on our oars because there is still a lot of room for development and advancement. We assure all stakeholders that we shall continue to be responsibly committed and prudent in the utilization of available resources. We shall continue to be grateful to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, the state government and our ministries and agencies, the National Universities Commission, and the Joint Admission Matriculation Board, JAM, for the continued partnership and collaboration. Let me conclude by paying special tribute to two council members who started the preparation for this convocation with us, but did not live to see this day. Both of them passed to glory. They are Barrister Marcus B. Idakula, a member of council appointed by the visitor to the university, and Mr. Michael Sabo-Waki, the university bossa. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for your kind attention.
Your Excellency, let me thank very specially the Vice Chancellor for his address. This assembly would note that the 6th combined convocation ceremony of the university has been staggered for today and tomorrow. What we ought to have now is the goodwill messages from our visiting vice chancellors and friends of the university. But in view of the fact that the epic final is coming up tomorrow, I have the authority of the vice chancellor to urge visiting vice chancellors and friends of the university to reserve the goodwill messages they have for the vice chancellor for tomorrow's event. This will be done in the presence of His Excellency the Vice President, the visitor to the university, and indeed functionaries of state and the federal government. We send our apologies to the visiting vice chancellors and to please reserve their goodwill messages for tomorrow. Your Excellency, I now have the honor and privilege to call upon the visitor to address the convocation. This congregation will also note that the visitor to the university and His Excellency the Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullah A. Sule, is ably represented by His Excellency the Deputy Governor. It is my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency the Deputy Governor to please come forward for his remark on behalf of the visitor. Your Excellency, sir.
The Honorable Commissioner of Education, Hadia Fatima, Chancellor of the Nasarawa State University, Father of the Land, Royal Father, who also is the Emir of Keffi, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of this great university, Professor Baker, who is ably represented by Dr. Shaibu Hashimo Abdulani, the Vice Chancellor of the Nasarawa State University, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, and all members of management of this university, people officers, deans, directors, and all the staff of this great university. Our royal fathers that are here, graduates and students of this great university, visiting vice chancellors, and other invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few remarks that I'll make. The address of the visitor will be delivered tomorrow by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa. I want to use this opportunity to extend the apologies of His Excellency, the Executive Governor, who is a visitor to this university, for his absence in the program today, which are really due to exigencies of the office and our director that are representing here today. I want to thank God for today, to thank God for bringing us here to this convocation ground today, to the witnesses what has happened and what is going to happen today. I must congratulate the graduates. Today is the day that we'll all be looking forward to as graduates. And today marks a new beginning in our lives. And I must therefore congratulate you for being found worthy in learning and the character with bestowed this degree from this institution. I'd like to congratulate the Vice Chancellor, all the academic staff, and the management of this university for seeing through the students, for imparting the knowledge and the discipline that are coming out with. It's only worth commending and commendable. This university has come a long way. 20 years or thereabout of its existence. And at a point, it was one of the best state-owned universities in Nigeria. The most times founding fathers and all those that saw through these streets. I must say, went out this morning and commissioned the projects we did commission today. Indeed, I'm proud of this institution. Indeed, I'm proud of the management of this institution. I couldn't hold it when I was to commission the Bar and Bench Publishing Center at Nasarawa University. You can see discipline in management of resources. You can see prudence in action. And I wish that other institutions will come and see what to do with the little resources we have in this place. I must congratulate the management for this feat. I'm quite impressed. I must also thank the NUC and the Church Fund for the support they've given us. The projects are financed structurally and academically. We cannot thank them enough. We only pray that they continue to give us the support so that Nasarawa University can stand tall amongst other universities, both state and federal. I also want to thank the founding fathers of this great institution. A lot has been mentioned about the first visitor to this university. We thank him for his foresight and all those who worked with him at that time to make this institution a reality. Today, we can see what they saw over 20 years ago. To the Government Council, we cannot but thank you for all you've done for this university. For the graduates and the students, this is the beginning of another chapter in your life. You are living here today with your certificates. You are ambassadors of this institution. Wherever you go, you must show it in your behavior, you must show it in your commitment, you must show it in your dedication. You must also show it in your comportment that indeed you've been to an institution. You didn't go to a university alone, you went through an institution. And the institution went through you. Nasarawa University has a history. Nasarawa University Keffi has a character. And you must, at all times, exhibit those characters in whatever you do. For the students that are here and witnessing this convocation, yours will come. Prepare for it. In preparing for it, therefore, you must remain dedicated, disciplined, law-abiding, and avoid all kinds of vices. Because you must, at the end of the day, be found worthy in both character and in learning. The Vice Chancellor, 2 years ago, mentioned the establishment of 2 colleges, that of engineering and that of health sciences. I wonder if that of engineering was because the governor is an engineer, or maybe health sciences because the deputy governor is a medical doctor. But like I mentioned to him earlier in the bus, I'll continue to pursue him to make sure that the Faculty of Health Sciences becomes a reality. Before I end, I must pay my respect to our Chancellor of this institution. He's a rugged fighter, an erudite scholar, a man who believes in education. No wonder his commitment, the development of this institution, his commitment to the improvement of all the facilities that are here. We must count ourselves lucky for finding him as one of those royal fathers that have been given this opportunity and this authority to be with us here in Nasarawa State University. Just one more word for the graduates. As you're graduating, some of you are going for youth service. Some may get exemption. Do not think that from here you are going to get government jobs. The government jobs are there waiting for you. The jobs are not there. There's no government in the world that employs all her graduates. There is none, even the best of economists. You must therefore think outside the box. You must begin to think how you're going to fend for yourself. And that is why you went to school. To broaden your knowledge, to broaden your perception. And I pray that God Almighty will be with you all. I want to end my remarks by thanking the Vice Chancellor, the deputies, all the members of the academia, management, and indeed the students of this university for giving me this opportunity to say this very much. Thank you and God bless you all.
Your Excellency, we want, on behalf of the Chancellor, thank His Excellency for those beautiful remarks. Your Excellency, we remain grateful. The period we are waiting for is here. The admission of first degrees. Your Excellency, the Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of the following faculties to present their students who have satisfied the requirements prescribed by the Senate of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the bachelor's degree of the university in the following faculties: the Faculty of Administration, the Faculty of Agriculture, the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Education, the Faculty of Environmental Science, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, and indeed the Faculty of Social Sciences. I now have the privilege to call on the Dean, Faculty of Administration, to present his candidates for the admission of first degree. The Dean, Faculty of Administration.
Will all the graduating students of the Faculty of Administration please stand? Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Administration and by the authority of the Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear on the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, as the case may be.
The Chancellor, sir. I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, to present his candidates. The Dean, sir.
Will all the graduating students of the Faculty of Agri please stand? Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Agri and by the authority of Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear in the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Agri, as the case may be.
Please, our graduating students, when you are called to stand, you remain standing until the award is being conferred on you by the Chancellor. Stand and remain standing, please. The Chancellor, sir. I call upon the Dean, Faculty of Arts, to present his candidates. The Dean, sir.
May I request all the graduating students of the Faculty of Arts to please rise and remain standing. The Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Arts and by the authority of Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear on the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Thank you.
Chancellor, sir. I call on the Dean, Faculty of Education, to present her candidates. The Dean, ma'am.
Will all the graduating students of the Faculty of Education please stand and remain standing. Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Education and by the authority of the Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear in the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Education, BSED Education, and B.Ed, as the case may be.
Chancellor, sir. I call on the Dean, Faculty of Environmental Science, to present his candidates. The Dean, sir.
Will all the graduating students of the Faculty of Environmental Science stand and remain standing? Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Environmental Science and by the authority of the Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear on the list here in after, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning, as the case may be.
Councillor, sir. I call upon the Dean, Faculty of to present his candidates. The Dean, sir.
Will all the graduating students of the Faculty of Law please stand and remain standing? Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Law and by the authority of the Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear on the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I study, who are worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Law, as the case may be.
Chancellor, sir. I call on the Dean, Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, to please present his candidates. The Dean, sir.
With all the graduating students of the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, please stand. Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I present the following graduating students whose names appear on the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, as the case may be.
Chancellor, sir. I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, to please present his candidates. Mr. Dean, sir.
Graduating students from Faculty of Social Science to stand up and remain standing. In the name of the Faculty of Social Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, I present the following graduating students whose name appear on the list hereinafter, those present and those unavoidably absent, whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelors of social sciences, as the case may be.
Your Excellency, I now have the honor and pleasure to invite the Chancellor to confer bachelor's degree on the candidates enumerated from the various faculties. The Chancellor, sir.
The Vista, by the authority of Senate, I admit you all, those present, those unavoidably absent, to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Law, Bachelor of Agriculture of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, as the case may be. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir. The Nasarawa State University, Keffi, has instituted prizes and special awards in honor of graduates who have attained academic and other distinctions. Oh, sorry. Graduates can now get seated. Once again, congratulations. The Chancellor, sir. The Nasarawa State University, Keffi, has instituted prizes and special awards in honor of graduates who attain academic and other distinctions during the 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018 and 2019, and 2019-2020 academic sessions. I have the honor and privilege to invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, supported by the Vice-Chancellor, to present the prizes to the worthy recipients. The Chancellor, sir, I've just received information that the list of award winners will be displayed on the website of the university, and the conferment will be done tomorrow simultaneously with the postgraduate students. So the Chancellor has given the indulgence to skip the award of the conferment of awards to the best graduating students. Now, alumni pledge. We have instituted pledge that our graduates will undertake to be law-abiding and to be patriotic to Nasarawa State University, Keffi. Chancellor, sir, I hereby am the National President of the Nasarawa State University Alumni Association to rise and administer the Nasarawa State University Alumni Pledge on the new graduates. Mr. President, sir.
All the graduating students should remain standing, please. All the graduating students should remain standing, please. You are going to repeat after me, please. I hereby invite the graduating students from the various faculties to please rise. The newly graduated students will then say after the alumni president as follows. So you are going to pledge after me now. I pledge to defend, protect, and work for the progress of the Nasarawa State University by my conduct in all future endeavors. So help me God. I hereby admit you all and severally to the Nasarawa State University Alumni Association. Please be seated. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our graduating students, the implication of this pledge is that you are taking a pledge to continue to be loyal, committed, and patriotic to Nasarawa State University cause in all your endeavors in life. Congratulations to all of you. Your Excellency, I humbly and respectfully invite the Chancellor to declare the convocation, the sixth combined convocation ceremony of Nasarawa State University, Keffi, closed. The Chancellor, sir.
Mr. Visitor, I hereby declare the convocation closed. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, other distinguished personalities, our esteemed graduates, shall we please all rise as we are going to take the national anthem, which will be followed by the academic procession. Let me remind you that the academic procession is going to be taken in reverse order. The visitor first, council members, principal officers, visiting vice chancellors, deans and directors in that order. The national anthem, please. Can we all please remain standing and respectfully allow the academic procession out of the convocation arena? As I indicated earlier, the main speaker, His Excellency the Visitor, our Chancellor, Council members, principal officers, visiting Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors, our graduates will follow in that order. Thank you very much for honoring us with your presence at the 6th Combined Competition of the Nasarawa State University, Keffi. Thank you and remain blessed.
please, students, wait for the procession to go out first. Students with gown, please, wait for the procession to go out first.